Now, I'm a curious person. I'm quite a nosy person, actually. I want to get behind these things. Like, why did you do that? When you're telling me about your situation, I'm often, things that my mind is whirring. Thinking, oh yeah, they must have done that because of this. So, is that the kind of curiosity? What? This is a question that fascinates me. Is the kind of curiosity that coaches are allowed to display? Tell me about this coaching curiosity.
So, I think the curiosity piece is really important, and the phrase that comes to mind at the moment is "in service of what." So is it in service of your curiosity as the coach or the manager or the leader taking a coaching approach? Is that what it's in service of, or is it in service of helping the person to understand what's going on here? So I think that's an important distinction. It should be in service of them. I think it's also a note and a reminder for us to remain curious, to be open to what's going on here. We can chunk things quite quickly. So if somebody comes to us with as a manager, if somebody comes to you with a specific issue or a challenge that you might have seen many times before or have experienced ourselves, we can make judgments, and we can make calls, and we can theorize, and there may be something in that, and equally and as likely, if not more likely, there isn't a lot in it actually, and it's far better for us to help them to understand what's going on.
So satisfying myself and giving myself a clear story, or interpreting this in a way that satisfies me, is helping my agenda of understanding the world or making sense making in the world. Whereas what, as a coach, I should be up to is helping my client or my colleague, helping them make sense for themselves.
Exactly. So that they're owning it. To come back to the sort of the overriding principle there. I think we can be real. So particularly as a manager or a leader, if somebody comes to you and says, "Look, this has happened. What should I do?" Well, we could shortcut, and we may need to actually. If we may need to come back to, well, here's some ideas about what you might be able to do. Having said that, though, to pause to say, well, look, it sounds like I've heard this situation before. Could give you some advice on, and let's just check my assumptions here. Let's explore it a bit. Take 2 minutes, explore it, help them, because often your advice that you were tempted to give is quite quickly found out, as not being relevant and not being helpful, and more likely to take them off on the wrong path.